get eliminated from the game. Hopping on over now to computer number 2 with player number 2. He's trying to triple flare right now out of the chest, so sometimes some of the stuff that comes out of this chest can be pretty funny, just 3 of the same thing. And it all is, it's completely random when you get out of the loot, so some players ask me, like, Megan's, like, where's the best place to drop? And honestly, it's the loot is the same everywhere, so there isn't, like, a military zone where you get some really good loot. We have some places where there's more buildings, and as a result, it's typically got to be more players there, but the loot is all the same regardless of where you go. We do have legendary chests or airdrops that come in periodically that are guaranteed to have legendary loot, but regardless of where you go, everybody is subject to the same random loot. Let's see what player number can do with this hunter now. I don't think we've seen any hunters so far on the stream.
Oh, not so much.
Yeah, the first hunter so far. Hunter, one of the different classes, she's, like I said, one of the other female classes that you can play right now. Maybe not the most, in terms of like mobility, we do have this dodge roll ability you can see in the bottom right. Very short cooldown on that, allows you to roll along the ground, quickly get into cover, quickly get out of cover, maybe dodge a few shots. One of the things that Hunter is lacking, you need to be aware of, is she has no vertical mobility, so she has no ability to get on top of things, which every other class does. So you got to be very aware of your positioning when you're playing the Hunter. I would say it's one of the more skill-demanding classes in the game. You look at high-level players playing the Hunter and Assassin. Definitely, first time trying out Run Royale. Of course, it is a fun class. Hunter is one of my all-time favorites. That longbow is super fun to use, and some really cool abilities as well with the proximity mine and withdraw. Proximity mine, we can see the number 3 ability, kind of functioning as a claymore. So you throw it down on a wall. Anybody who walks near it, within the proximity of it, it will explode and deal some damage. And then we got withdraw as well, giving you a small moment of invisibility. And when you fire, you'll break out from that invisibility, reveal yourself to the enemy. But generally, you get in a fight with a Hunter, you see them, they throw down the mine on you, Dr. Nyson, then they go into invisibility, you don't know where they are, the mine explodes, and then they shoot you with that longbow, and it's a very painful combo. Quite frustrating to play against when you go against a good Hunter. We're going to have to see what player number can do. Player number 2 can make it happen with this Hunter here. We're 10 minutes into the game, 14 players left remaining, as we make our way over to the claws. One of the more secluded forges in the game, up in the mountains, over on the left-hand side of the map. What's that there? We got some, I thought it was legendary then. Oh, it is! There's a legendary concussion bomb, but you can't do anything about that. That's an assassin-only ability, and we are playing Hunter, so
Forge is running.
Got smoke just up the top here.
There's a bad guy over there.
Let's see. We're just making our way around the edge of Claws here. Is he going to go to the forge? Did he see the smoke? It's like I say, some of these people at the mixer booth, the Hyperzone Live, it's their first time trying out Run Royale, so some of the mechanics of the game not super familiar as they try out the game for the first time, but we've seen a lot of players making it into the top 10. Some pretty exciting kills, some long-range chicken shots, some really cool stuff. We saw a player yesterday just barely scrape it out of the fog, just using health potions, pushing it to the limit and making it out. It was very exciting to watch. Maybe we're going to get some more exciting gameplay here, as it sounds like a Hunter is behind him in the claws, using that stone spear. Like I say, it's a lot of the weapons they have highly distinctive sounds. You hear that like flitting of the stones as they fly through the air. You immediately know there's a mage behind you. What are we thinking? What would you do in this situation, Dr. Nyson? We're going to probably go and get some more shots, right? Maybe get some gear.
Yes, maybe because he's new, so we don't know how to chart. But in this situation, I will try to get some more better weapons, maybe. And he already have 2 armor pots, so that's very nice, but no healing pot at all.
Yeah, and one of the problems with the Hunter, I mean, we talk like a high damage and this invisibility and the proximity man, all these cool abilities, but some of the downsides of the Hunter, along with the lack of vertical mobility, she has no way to heal herself up as well. So the warrior, the mage, the engineer, they all got healing abilities that they can use to keep themselves topped up. The assassin and the Hunter, no healing abilities available to them, so you got to be be very careful with your health. You got a sort of a game of resource management in that factor, which we can see generally makes the classes a little bit more difficult to play. You know, you look at something like the warrior, always regenerating health, so you don't need to pay attention to it too much. But with the hunter, you got to be hyper aware of your surroundings, try and minimize the damage that you take, be in the best position possible in every fight, so you always got the high ground above them. And looks like, you know, player number 2 is doing that to some effect. He's got this high ground hills here. Hear that stone spear again, though.
He's following him.
It's good chasing behind him with the stone spear. Not connecting, but just letting him know he's in the area. We got a legendary chest over here, though. Big beam of light coming out from it. And player number 2 sees that. His eyes go wide, like, what the heck is that? Obviously, first time playing Realm, so not entirely sure what it is. Takes a shot at it, realizes it's not an enemy. I think he's going to go ahead and open up here. What are you going to receive? Oh, that's a long bird, but it's a trap at the same time.
An engineer
that to bait
with
in the
a
enemy.
fire plasma launcher.
Oh, that's really evil, Dr. Nyson. Just using the chest as bait to bring a player in.
Yes.
Hyperzone.
And capitalizing on that by throwing the firebomb on. Now the Hyperzone is being flung over to player number 1 here. We're in the top 10 as well, so they're getting very hype. Only got a few more games left before we're going to be swapping it over to some different casters, so it would be nice. Maybe me and Dr. Nyson could see some more top 5, top 3 plays. I'd like that. Those final 1v1s are always super intense. Always gripping the edge of my seat, hoping that we might see our very first Crown Royale. So we're back with some warrior gameplay, one of the more highly mobile, aggressive classes in the game. He's got that leap to, you know, just project himself, throw himself into the air, land with an impact. We've got the charge, dash through enemies, deal 400 damage. We've got the healing potion to keep yourself topped up.
So we have another warrior in the game. There was a lightning throwing axe and now a frost sniper rifle. So an assassin and a warrior in the remaining.
And a legendary rifle as well. We're down into the top 5 here. As we're just getting a few more shots, preparing ourselves for the final battle. Whoa! Frost throwing axe coming out of the chest.
Very nice.
There's only like a 3% chance for that to happen, I think some of the devs telling me, so it's pretty uncommon that you get your legendary weapon out of the chest, but when you do, that's definitely an upgrade. Yeah, so we've got the throwing axe now, the legendary class weapon available only to the warrior, and you know, if you want to ask what the throwing axe does, it's an axe that you throw. I mean, I don't really know how else I can explain it. It hits really hard, 900 damage. You don't need to reload this weapon. We see the infinite symbol. You just keep on throwing them. Another one appears in your hand. You throw it again. Frost element as well. So each time that axe connects with them, it's going to slow them down a pretty significant amount.
So now we maybe see the same like his friend. He's going to the chest.
Oh, I hope it's not a trap this time, please.
Hyperzone.
One time. Come on, Realm. Give this guy a chance. Let's see what's he going to get here. Hopefully some legendary abilities. We got a legendary SMP. It's just a direct
2
upgrade for his-
legendaries.
Yeah, 2 legendary weapons.
For the last 3 enemies, only 3 enemies to shoot, and then he has a chance to get a brand new laptop.
Oh, come on. Come on, you can do it, play number 1. I believe. Only 3 players left. Looks like the final zone's going to be in Crossing. One of the new areas added to Realm Royale. It's sort of like a town that's under construction. A lot of ladders and bricks and all kinds of piles of materials lying around. None that you can pick up, but you can't hide behind them and use them for cover. Another legendary chest over there, Dr. Nyson.
Seems like he's going there.
He's going to go for a
Shot
bit of
from
gang shot.
behind.
The sling rifle.
Out of the window.
Yeah, hiding in the window. Oh, he's going to be careful taking these peeks. He could get himself chickened, and he does indeed. But he can hide behind cover right now. He's going to sit behind this rock, hopefully.
So he can wait there if he's not pushing.
He is, the chicken is a little bit smaller than the normal character model, so... Oh, he's taking this risk, though, trying to jump out from behind cover.
Just telling him, hey, here I am. Just come and get me.
You want this? Come and get it. All right,
So,
he makes it out.
Go out and trying to heal up now.
All right, good play. He's using some of the movement abilities to quickly traverse over into the distance, try and get himself into a safe spot while he heals up. Looks like some of the other enemies in the area heard that sling rifle being shot, and they're making a push onto the enemy there. Common saying, you know, the enemy of the enemy is my friend, and definitely helping out player number 1 here, giving him some chance to recover, using his heal potions to top himself back up. 1,600 HP. He's got that legendary SMG, legendary cross deck, so both of these weapons are very effective at close range. Long range, not going to be able to do too much with them, so he's going to have to try and look to close the gap on these players if he wants to get this win. Making his way through the crossing right now. Still 3 players left
remaining. There's an engineer.
Oh, we see an engineer there. He's experiencing some of the thrust decks. It does have a pretty significant drop on it. Oh, that slug rifle is just going to be so hard to compete with from this range with that SMG. Just using the charge to reposition around Koba. Liking the use of abilities coming out from blade number 1 here. That engineer, he does have a high ground position, just camping out in the building up there. Oh, it looks like he has bamboozled with him a little bit though.
This
engineer just...
Oh, there's another one.
Fighting somebody else right now. Maybe you can capitalize on the situation while these 2 players are fighting. 1 minute until the fog is going to push him in.
Just position and go in the new zone is such a good idea right now.
Getting shot from a slug rifle behind now. So much action breaking out in this final zone here. All 4 players just so close to each other, using that healing flash, throwing against the wall, toppling himself back up. But he's out of armor now. He's going to have to, if he wants to take these fights, he's going to be after fast, quick, effective. And here we go. Here's the fight.
Going in.
2 second thrust X connecting. Oh! He just go down into the chicken. Just need 1 more axe, but it's just not enough.